So this week, the sun moves into Cancer, and Cancer rules our nervous system. Included in our nervous system is the use of our lungs. So as you can imagine, the nervous system largely regulates our emotions. So for those of us who are deep feelers and empaths, for those who struggle with anxiety as a manifestation of their stress, and perhaps even have experienced panic attacks, you will know from experience that when our nervous system is left unchecked, it can wreak havoc on our physical and emotional well-being. So I wanted to share with you 3 easy things, tools, tips that you can use that I use myself to help in times of stress. And particularly, you might find them helpful this week as the collective energies are in and amongst. Did I say Cancer? I meant to say Gemini. I can't remember what I said, but either way, what I meant to say was Gemini. Anyways, the first tool that you can use is this. It's called alternating nostril breathing, or in Sanskrit, it's called Nadi Shodhana. And so I'm going to show you how to use it. Many people know how to do it. You take your thumb and your pinky finger and you use them to alternate between your nostrils. So you're going to choose one side. You're going to breathe in. You're going to hold it at the top, alternate, and then breathe out. And then you reverse, breathe in, alternate, breathe out. So you do this for 1 count, and then back, and then you do it for 2 counts. 2 counts in, 2 counts down, the reverse, then 3. And the goal is to do it for as long as you can. I would encourage you to try to get up to 8 counts. All right. So alternating nostril breathing, the reason why this is effective is because it balances the 2 hemispheres of your brain. It's like a really, really quick reset, especially when you find you're stuck in your head. So it calms the nervous system, calms the inner world of your mind as well. The other thing you can do is buy yourself a bottle of ashwagandha. A girlfriend of mine uses 5-HTP. Both of them are natural supplements that really help lubricate the nervous system. The nice thing about ashwagandha is it's also an adaptogen. And so if you find that you're running really high, it helps to ground you. And if you're running really low, like depressed or exhausted, it helps to kind of bring you up in a natural way. Rather than a high, it just gently assists your nervous system. So you can buy that from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to go into the grocery store. So it's something I always have on hand, and I'm taking it right now in the midst of this COVID epidemic, and it's just a gift that I give to my nervous system to assist it. So ashwagandha or 5-HTP. The third thing you can do is a simple tapping technique. Now, tapping techniques work with our meridian lines and also help to calm the nervous system. One of my favorite ones that is really simple and effective is your ring finger, not this first line in between, but second between your ring finger and your middle finger. Just kind of dig your hands in there and to tap. And so what you do is you can do this kind of mindlessly if you want. Sometimes if I'm really anxious and if I'm watching TV or I'm talking to somebody, then I will do this. But really effective is to actually think about the thing that is causing you stress and to tap. And I promise you, within a very short period of time, you will feel very calm, and it helps to lessen the emotional tension around whatever it is that's causing you to feel the way you are feeling. So those are 3 simple techniques, and I'd love to hear how they work for you if you do choose to try them this week. Before I go, I do want to highlight the one thing that I think that's really important to remember, especially amidst what we're going through in the world right now. Our emotions are meant to highlight something that's going on for us down below. And our feelings were meant to be felt. And so even though we have tools and techniques, those tools and techniques are not meant to suppress or to help us run from what is causing those emotions to come to the surface. They're meant to help us healthily process them. So in order to process them, we have to actually acknowledge them. We have to sit with them. We have to look at them and ask what are you trying to show me? And so I really want to encourage you this week that if things are popping up, go deep with those emotions. So not just surface of, what's causing this. So, you're stressed about the epidemic. Go deeper. Why am I stressed? Okay. And why is that stressing you? And you'll probably find deep down at the very bottom is fears and insecurities and shame, things that we've been carrying for a very, very long time, individually and collectively. And this global experience is simply just bringing them to the surface. The other thing is our emotions are just energy, and energy needs to go somewhere. So I like to think of emotions as a wave. And if you think of a wave as it's building, it needs to come to the very top. And then what happens? It crashes, right? And then the stillness comes after. A lot of times, if we are not assisting our nervous system, if we're not processing our emotions, all we're doing is every single time that wave comes to the peak, right before it's about to crash, we keep pushing it down. Okay? But the truth is, it can't hurt you if you just allow it to come and process it. When it comes to that place, that's when we use those tools to assist us. So this tapping is going to help us actually work through that crashing to stay with it, right? The alternating nostril breathing is going to help us move the energy. And essentially, we want to move the energy up and out of us, rather than pushing it back in. Because when we push it back in by suppressing it, by denying it, by not acknowledging it, it goes into our body and manifests as physical ailments, which is why people say we have issues in our tissues. And so if you need more ideas or assistance and you want to learn further techniques and tools to assist you, I have a video collection in my online shop. It's called the Rituals video series, and there's a whole collection of pre-recorded live classes of different ways you can help yourself. And not only help yourself, but create really beautiful self-love and self-care practices that will help you in your emotional health as well as your spiritual health. So I'd love to hear how you're doing this week. If you've tried any of these techniques yourself, and if you do give them a try, let me know how they're assisting you.